Welcome back to MLB Tonight. I'm Rob.
Welcome to day one of the MLB Draft Combine from Chase Field in Arizona. The top high school and college player prospects showcased their skills this week, giving all MLB clubs another opportunity to evaluate this year's draft class. Sarah, BP started now, and this is where the scouts really bear down. They're looking at presence in the box. They're looking at the balance, rhythm, and timing of the swings. They're looking at how clean a swing path is. They're looking how connected a player can be to a swing, and they're looking at the ability if they can hit the ball the entire field.
And there's so much data that comes along with BP. We've got exit velocity, which means we can look at how often a player is hitting the ball hard. In this day and age, hitting the ball hard has an actual definition. That's 95 plus miles an hour. And why do we care about that? Because in today's game, if you hit the ball hard, you're going to hit about 500 on those batted balls with a 1,000 slugging percentage. Another stat we'll look at is launch angle, and what we define as a sweet spot batted ball is 8 to 32 degrees of launch angle, basically a line drive. So I'll be looking at how often these players will be making that kind of contact as well.
You know, I think about big league players like Alvarez, Judge, Ohtani, Trout. Their hard hit ball data is crazy. Their launch angles are very consistent. And you add all the things that we're evaluating, and think about, Sarah, the pressure these young players are under right now is probably the most pressure-packed BP these players have ever taken in their careers. This was a tough round of BP. You can almost see from the very first swing that he was outside of himself, trying to do. Sarah, now we're going to take a look at the catchers. If there's ever a true skill position on the field, this is it. So in this drill work, we're going to look at a lot of different things. We're going to look at the throws they make, how their footwork plays out, their transfer from glove to hand, the accuracy and the carry on the throw to second base. We're going to take a peek at their blocking ability so we get to see their athleticism, how well they move from side to side. I get a real great feel on how tight their hips are in this kind of drill, which is really important for me from a scouting perspective. It's really a position that scouts overall miss on in the game. This drill work is really important from an evaluation position.
I love how you frame that, because so many people think, oh, it's just about how fast you throw that ball down to second base on an attempted steal. But it's not that simple. That's why we measure pop time. Pop time is the idea of how long does it take you from receiving that ball from the pitcher to getting it to that second baseman or shortstop. And the absolute best in the game right now is JT Realmuto. The MLB average pop time to second base is 2 seconds. His average pop time to second base, 1.83 seconds.
Now, that is fascinating, and that's why they're making these catchers stay behind the plate so they can't cheat on making these throws, so they try to get an accurate pop time. Sarah, it's the most missed evaluation position on the field because of the deep projection that's involved from the most physically demanding position on the field. And that's why, again, this is a position you have to scout over and over again. Well, we're down to the pitchers now, Sarah, and the variety of things scouts are looking for when they look at pitcher. They're looking at, how well their body works over the rubber. I talk about balance, rhythm, and timing within their delivery. They're certainly looking at arm strength. They're going to measure spin, horizontal movement, but you're really going to look at command. I mean, where the catcher's set up, Can you throw the ball to that spot, you know, within the strike zone or outside the strike zone, and can you do that with multiple pitches?
As you said, already a handful of things that will be measured here. Of course, velocity. You mentioned spin rate. Something else clubs take a look at is active spin. That's what percentage of that spin rate actually contributes to movement, as opposed to just spinning but not changing the way the ball is actually moving.
And so that's why deliveries are so important. Every one of those metrics, Sarah, is tied to your ability to duplicate your unique body type. And that's why you can get a lot out of these bullpen sessions by bearing down on a pitcher's delivery.
Some things I won't take. Baby, don't be me false. Yeah, that turns me off.
Welcome to day 2 of the MLB Draft. Man at first with one gone. Now it's the shortstop, Richie Alvarez. Runner on the go. Pitch for a strike. Safe, a stolen base. Right from the start of this series, it's clear they're looking to be aggressive on it. First and second, one away. Ivan Pena digs in now. Hard grounder into the outfield for a hit. Headed for the plate, now a long throw home. And he's out.
Right there on the tag, out.
Bases loaded, 2 outs. And here's the catcher, Devin Mason. He looks confident as he steps into the batter's box. Seems like he's immune to all the pressure these young. This one swung on, hit very well, way back there. Gone! That ball was crushed. And they add to their lead. It's 5-zip. Clearly, he knew exactly what he was looking for and got it on the first pitch. That's where an aggressive approach pays off. It's always nice to see a team effort come together like this. They set the table for him, and he unloaded the bases with the grand slam. First and second with one away. Roberto De La Rosa will hit next. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base knock. Throw back in holds the runner at third. Bases now loaded, only one away. Nobody out and a runner at first. And that one fouled off. Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate. Way too jumpy early in this AB. That's how you put yourself in a hole. Gets a piece there, we'll do it again. Oh, 0-2, and the delivery. Swings and misses, struck him out. We're set for the top of the sixth inning. And now, Hitoki Kobayashi. Bunting for a hit. Throw is too high. Around first, hustling for two. Now around second and digging for three. One away and a runner at first. Ivan Pena getting ready to hit. Runner on the go. Strike in there. Throw to second, tag, out. One out, runners at first and second. To third, might be two. There's one, and that's two. Two outs, runner on first base. And now, Richie Alvarez. Here's the pitch, runner goes. That's in for a strike. Safe at second, he easily steals the bat. That's a big stolen base. Those 90 feet could be very consequential in a tight game like this. Line, and that's a base hit. Around third. The relay to the plate. The tag, and that is out number 3. Hitting over. Well, it makes sense you're going to try to score on the 2-out hit to the outfield, but great execution with the relay home. That had to be holding on to a 1-run lead. Turned on, but foul wide of third. He swings and fouls one off. Trying to hold a 1-run lead here in the bottom half of the 8th. Punches that one away with 2 strikes. What an at-bat he's putting together. He's doing a great job of frustrating the pitcher, and that makes a mistake pitch more likely.
One ball,
they try to get a
2
chase
strikes.
on a slider down and away. Got the batter swinging, it's a strikeout. Pulled the string on the changeup. No outs, runner at first. Jose Calero, the next to hit. Pitch, runner breaking for second. This one in for a strike. And safe. That's a stolen base, not close. A laser to left for a base hit. And the leadoff hitter aboard. To the plate, can't hang on, safe. And it's a 7-6 game. Now, George Williams. There goes the runner. Pitches in for a strike. Throw is low, can't pick it. This is what you'll often see when a team isn't slugging the ball that well. The man at second, one away. Castro digs in now. 2-1 pitch upcoming. Swings and lines a base hit into left field. Rounds third, headed for the plate. Relay, throw home. The tag, out. Not sure if it was a bad read or... Always great to see a player as locked in as he was in this one. Every at-bat felt like an opportunity to see him deliver.
Quiere Coco Chanel, Louis Bottega. Yeah, la puse, no la mega. Ese tan lindo y tú con novio, baby, eso no pega, baby, eso no pega. Con mi prenda puesta quedo ciega. Ya me acosté a dormir, pero siempre levántame. Tengo chavo con chapéame. Yo sé que tú también. Perdóname, no fue el destino, no. Fui yo que te llamé. Ferry, te veo mini. Trajecito bikini. Ferrari, no le gustan los Lamborghini. Mucha pasta, carbones, fettuccini. Las Scorpio son peligro, lo dijo Mela y Rimini. Ey, una dimala, no Rolls Royce. Y le puse John Jimmy. Yo no soy malo, na bebé, eso es un gimmick. Pero el sol de PR calienta más que el de Fine. Ya lo sabes, pa' Milán de compra de Pepa Rimini. San Marino. Multicolor cristalino, le quité los valentinos. Nos fuimos después de vino. Mala, mala, ey, la puse mala. Lo en la sala, en el baño me cola. Se te regó la máscara. I don't know, yo no sé nada, yo no sé nada. Quiere Coco Chanel, Louis V Bottega. La puse, no la mega. Ese tan lindo y tú con novio, baby, eso no pega, baby, eso no pega. Con mi prenda puesta quedo ciega. Preguntan por mí, ella lo niega. Ey, nunca sale, pero si es por mí, ella le llega. Ella le llega, ey, ella le llega, ey. Ya sabe que la cone de México, Julieta Venegas, toma. Pero no juega cega. Pregunta por mí por ahí, pero ella lo niega, ey. Bebiendo, yo me siento bacano. Yeah, mi cuello está frío, ya que no clear y estamos en verano. Ey, me siento Luca cada vez que tiro porque no fallamos. Ey, me siento Luca Paguro ripiándote Gucci italiano. Ey, en la cama dejamos mi quetano. Y eso y no nos agotamos. Yeah, walk con el fuego y lo mezclamos.
It's day 3 of the MLB Draft Combine. And here at the plate, Darren Hawk. And we are underway. That's in there, and it's 1-1. Big sigh of relief from the pitcher after he got away with that high curve. He'll want to bring that down as this game goes on. Late on that fastball. You may be wondering just how does a player score a summons to the invitation-only draft combine? Well, eligible high school and college players are selected by a committee of MLB, USA Baseball, and MLB club scouting executives. Caught him looking for the strikeout. Now at the plate, Jeffrey Simons. And that drops in for a strike. On the inside corner for a strike. And the count 1-2. Great job to lay off that one on 0-2. Those big looping curves are very tempting. Skies it out towards left center. 2 away. Gonzalez digs in now. This one is in there, and it's 0-1. Fly ball down the line. Dives, and it gets by. He turns and heads for second. That's a double. So a runner aboard, and the batter will be the shortstop, Francesco Costa. There's a strike. Nice job to get into scoring position with 2 out, and now he could come in on a base hit. I'm sure the cleanup hitter is thinking about how he can do just that. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike. It's very early, but it's make or break time for him right here. If he doesn't right the ship quickly, it's gonna be a bad day. And that'll do it. All set for the start of this inning. Here's the catcher, Stephen Chu. That one finds the zone, and that is strike 1. Gets the slider in there for a strike. What confidence to go back-to-back with those sliders. And now the hitter's in an 0-2 count without a clue what's coming next. Gets it by him for the strikeout. So up next, Manny Cedeno. And that one fouled off. And that one inside. And the count even 1-1. Late on that fastball.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Lands foul, we'll reset and do it again. And it's foul, and the at-bat keeps going. Right through there for the strikeout. 2 away now. Base is empty with 2 out. Now the left fielder, Jose Rubio. In there for strike 1.
0-1.
Swing and a miss out front that time.
No ball,
Quickly in
2
a 2-strike count. We'll see how aggressive he is at the plate. 2 down and nobody aboard here in the top of the second. Called strike 3 on the fastball as it ran back over the inner half. Not much. We're back here at the ballpark. We move on to the 3rd inning, and now the center fielder, Wesley Zibizinski. Swing and a miss. 0-1. While all of these prospects expect to be drafted, the personalized player report they receive, including evaluation data and tools for improvement, makes participation here a valuable experience no matter what happens in the future. Gets a piece, it stays 0-2. Just missed. That's some smart pitching from him out there to change the eye level. Now that the hitter's looking up, he can come back down low and finish him off. And it's even up. Wow, he's showing outstanding discipline with 2 strikes. Out to short. McAtee fires across the diamond. They get the leadoff batter here in the 3rd. So digging in, Roberto Lopes. Fastball on the corner at the knees, and that's a strike. 1 out and the base is empty. Now a fly ball to right center. Kang on the move to the gap. Hauls it in, 2 away. Hawk will hit next. Led off the game with a strikeout. Breaking ball through there for a strike. Love how he's attacking the zone, throwing a ton of strikes. These hitters need to be ready to swing at the first good strike they see. A little out front there, swings through it.
0-2.
Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swings and misses, struck him out. Nothing across here this half. On to the 4th. Now it's the right fielder, Jeffrey Simons. That one fouled off. And the 0-1 now. And that one sliced foul. In the air, out towards right center. Pulls it in, there's 1 away. So up next, Quinn Gonzalez. Cracked a double the first time at bat. Fouled off, he was late. Lined into left center for a base hit. Runner at first with 1 gone. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Francesco Costa. That one finds the zone. It's 0-1. To short, could be 2. There's 1.
Out.
On to first, double play, and that's the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left on base. On to the next inning, and here's the catcher, Stephen Chu. And there's a breaking ball that drops in. Swing lifted to left field. Snags it on the run. And there's 1 down. That's a well-executed pitch. He got him out in front on the pitch away and earned the flyout. Manny Cedeno now at the plate. Went down on strikes the first time through. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Out towards left center, Cuevas, drifting towards this one. Drops into the glove. Digging in, Jose Rubio. Struck out looking the first time up. There's a strike. Next pitch inside. And 1-1 now. Oh, doesn't get the call. Trying to plead his case with the ump, and he's walking a fine line here. He might get that call later, or he might get under the umpire's skin so much that he doesn't get any calls. And this one lifted to left. Cuevas moving back for this one. Swallows it up. That's out number 3. Back here at Chase Field, top of the 6th inning, second matchup of this 3-game series. Here's the center fielder, Wesley Zibizinski. He swings and fouls one off. The 0-1. Close, but called a ball. Bounce to the right, argue. On to first. Leadoff batter retired in the 6th. So digging in, Roberto Lopes. Foul ball there. Here comes the 0-1. Fouled back our way, and that's out of play. Foul ball, still 0-2. And he grounds it to the right side and handles this chance. 2 outs opening up the top of the 6th inning. We head back to the top of the lineup. Next to hit, Darren Hawk. 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. That one finds the zone. He's thrown a lot of first pitch strikes, so the hitters need to be ready to swing early. It may not drive up the pitch count too much, but you know you'll have a good shot to do damage. That one hit to right, Kang, on the move. And that's that. So another good inning on the mound. 6 shutout innings so far, 5-0. Welcome back. We're in the 7th inning, and we have a new pitcher on the mound, Kenny McKenna. Mason lost a complete game in the loss. Tough luck out there. You can bet the rest of the team will give him some props for how he went out there and battled for him. They lost the game, but he wasn't the reason why.
Soy latino de sangre, yo salí de la calle, vengo de un barrio humilde y el corazón sigue grande. Llevo el alma en la rumba pa' que mueva la cintura, el que te prende el ambiente y el que te pone a gozar. Un pasito pa' aquí, un pasito pa' allá.
Hello and welcome to day 4 of the MLB Draft Combine. So 2 down, Bobby McDonald, the next to hit. Here's the pitch, runner is on the go. This one in for a strike. Throw to second and out. That ends the inning. Trying to get into scoring position. Bottom half of the second. Digging in, Devin Mason. A swing and a miss.
All ones the count.
And
One
now it's
ball,
even
one
up.
strike.
That curveball was way high. He clearly didn't release it properly. Here comes the 1-1. Swing and a deep drive. This one's got a chance. Way back there, and boom goes the dynamite. Goes the opposite way with that one. It's 3-0. Seems safe to say that he got what he was looking for on that pitch. Great job to square it up and send it out. 2 outs, runners at first and second. And that one hammered. That's back. Gone. That ball was crushed. Circles the bases. Did it again. Home run number 2 of the game. It's 7-0. I think he might have plans after this ball game. He wasted no time bashing that one over the wall. That's a good job to be aggressive. So 2 on and 2 out. Now, Timothy Fontenot. Hard ground ball, that's a base hit. Coming home, here comes the throw. Two outs and a runner in scoring position. Ripped, but it curls foul. You know, here in Game 3, it's not just the body that can start to get tired. The mind can fatigue too. You have to stay sharp and not lose focus on the mental part of the game. The 0-1 offering. Swing and a miss. Nice changeup.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Runner at second, 2 down. Bottom half of the 5th. Pitch
Ball,
missed
that's
inside.
inside.
And the count 1-2. Wow, he's showing an excellent eye at the plate. Really tough pitch to take. That
That's
one
a
is
ball.
way inside. That'll back him up a
2
bit.
balls, 2 strikes.
Swings and misses, struck him out. So no runs. Back here in the desert, top of the 6th, leading off, the designated hitter, number 24. Now a drag bunt, third base side. The throw to first. Races to the bag for an out on the bunt. I think he may have rushed a bit there. The infield was playing. Swing and a ground ball up the middle, base hit. Oh, throws it away. We head back to the top of the lineup. Now at the plate, Rocco Argue. That one back up the middle and it gets through. 1 run comes in. Now a long throw home. He's in there. And they're up by 4. 2 down and a runner at second base. Devin Mason getting ready to hit. Fouled back our way, and that's out of play. Late on that fastball.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Punches that one away with 2 strikes. Oh, 0-2, and the delivery.
Ball 1.
And there's a ball.
1 ball, 2 strikes the count.
Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees. They pick. So digging in, Timothy Fontenot. 1-2 offering. Hit hard, that gets through. And they get it in quickly. First and third now with nobody out. So up next, Billy Williams. Runner on the go. Pitch in for a strike. Low throw, can't dig it out. That one ripped, but foul. Diaz is just one strike away. Base hit, one run in already. Now the second run crosses the plate. They've tied it up in the top of the ninth. Soto digs in now. Runner on the move. Pitches in for a strike. Throw to second, out. That ends the inning. A rally in the... One down. And now, Bobby McDonald. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base knock. Coming around third. The run comes in to score from second, and they've got the lead in extra innings. Ashton Ojeda will hit next. Struck out swinging the first time. Runner takes off for third. That's in for a strike. No throws, safe at third with a stolen base. Not a lot of teams willing to risk stealing third with such a crucial runner, but it paid off for them here. Now the defense really has to buckle down to keep this ball game tied. Left field. Makes the catch. Runner tags for home. Play at the plate. Safe, and they take the lead. Trying to close out this one-run lead. Grounder to third. And plenty of time to first. Mason played brilliantly, even if the team took the loss. Collected 3 hits, including 2 home runs every time.
With the 7th pick of the 9th round, the Colorado Rockies select Devin Mason, a two-way player from the East region.
All right, so another player that we saw at the MLB